Going live, go live! Wow, you're live! Oh, guys, this is cool. What? All right, let's see. I have never done this. This is my first time. I was just laughing with Tom over the phone because let's see, hit that blue button. Yeah, I just did. So let's see. I have Jade and one of my kids. He's doing oh, it says we're waiting for you. Wait a second. Well, no, it's happening. And we're live, right? All right, let's see. Someone say something. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens. We got two people. Kathy. Hey, yes, there she is. Thank you, Kathy. That's awesome. See, now I know why Tom loves doing stuff like this. He's really good. I mean, Tom is amazing. He can talk about anything forever and not bore you. And I don't use that word because here we don't use the boring term because there's always something to do. You always got to have something to do. You can't have an excuse. But anyways, I've never been applauded just by a minute. Hey, you're my first and only. Well, it says there two, but I don't know who they are. Let me see. Can you press there and see who they are? No. It's okay. It's okay. You can come in and say. I have my kids. They're all like wanting to see what's happening, but not knowing or not wanting to be on the camera. But anyways, this might be just the three of us: Tom, Kathy, and Walter. We could actually make a phone call out of this. No, I actually have a few. I actually have a few students that wanted to log in, but I don't know. Well, let's see. It's three people now. See, so okay, slowly, very slowly. And I don't talk. I can't talk. Well, first of all, English is not even my first language, so I have to think a little bit before I talk. It doesn't seem that way, but it's happening. So it's not an excuse. I'm just simply saying there are gonna be things. Bruce, what's up, Bruce? I don't know who you are, but I know you now. Thanks for chiming in. Thanks for the support, guys. This is awesome. Tom, I'm gonna start talking about Tom first. Tom, I've known Tom for let's see, 2005, like 15, 16 years. And man, it's always okay. Tom, you know what? I'm gonna wait until he shows up because I want him to comment on this. We can laugh about it now. There he is, Tom. I'm telling you the story about. Well, I'm saying, I guess what I was trying to say is that we've known each other for like 16 years. About 16 years. That's around the amount of time that I've been playing at Shepherd. But there's only one time we had a really weird moment, and I can laugh about it and I don't know if you remember, Tom. Let's see if you can put it. Anyways, I'll talk about it first real quick. But most of the time, it's been a great relationship. He's an incredible musician. Tom is an incredible guitar player. I mean, I love his sounds. I love his sense of rhythm, and he always talks about it. You know, he always mentions it. How him and I lock in, and it's true. I mean, there's so much happening between musicians, especially if you have people who you work a lot with or work often with. That lock-in term turns into it's a relationship. It's amazing when you start doing you start playing fills and you playing the exact same feel in the exact same place. And so Tom and I have that. And with Pee Wee, by the way, I talk about Pee Wee because these are people who are, I see them every week, every weekend, every Saturday, Sunday morning, when I'm not working or doing sessions or anything, which is, it's rare on a Sunday morning. So that's why. But anyways, I'm saying all this because I'm not going to say why, but it's just funny that Tom and I had never, not an argument, not a misunderstanding or anything, except that one time. Should I even say that? I don't know. I'm just laughing because it was so funny. Anyways, I love Tom. We love Tom. We love Beth and Emma, Jack, and Alex. Alex, an amazing guitarist, also his son, Tom's son. So, anyways, I just wanted to bring that up about Tom. He's helping me out. I don't really do much. I haven't done much of this because we have a family that we homeschool. Between that and we're busy. I mean, we're on the go all the time, and so now, and I agree with Tom with this quarantine thing, as awful as it might seem for many people. I'm actually, I have to say, please don't hate me. I'm loving it because I'm able to do everything that I do. I've never had to teach much. I do clinics and all that, but I've never had to teach privately because I'm always working and then at home. But now I started teaching privately, which is great. I mean, again, I've done it a little bit over the years, but now I'm full-time teaching. I'm having, which Tom has been in my case, also I'm having to set up my own home studio, which I didn't have because there was no need, because I was always going to studios and this and that. But now, so again, 1 second, guys. What I want you to do is kind of look at, what they're talking, and if they have any questions, you can. So you like my administrator, and I'll show Jaden. He probably doesn't want to show on the computer on a camera, but I'll try to talk to him into it. Anyway, so yes, there was no need for any of this, but now that I'm here, we can't go anywhere. So I started. Tom, by the way, I just bought Pro Tools. In the process of buying Pro Tools. Monday I did 10 songs for a company that I work with. And there's some more stuff coming. But and I'm loving it. I mean, it's so great. It is really, really cool to be able to do all that stuff. I'm learning. I love learning. That's the one thing. I love learning. And I'm constantly trying to challenge myself on the learning. And my kids are, I have to say, I'm a proud dad. And they're excellent students. And I guess I'm going to copy Tom now. I guess I'll do a video about them another day. But, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's a great experience being at home, being able to record from home now. Again, I've done over the years a little bit, very, very little of it. And now I'm full on in it. So, anyways, thank you guys. Look at this, man. It's like, what, 10 people? Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Let's see, Kimberly, Kathy. Kathy was the first one. I have to say, she was the first one. She said on Tom's chat she was gonna show up and say hi. So thanks, Kathy. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Bruce. Pepper. Wow, I just met you in Tom's chat, and now you're here. This is so cool. All right, so because mine is going to be a lot shorter than Tom's, and we're not going to get into really crazy stuff. I wanted to talk about, for this one, my first live YouTube, I wanted to talk about the one thing that I do probably the most, which is score movies or record on movie scores and work with composers and just kind of let you guys in Oh, you know what you can do? Can you get me one of those scores? Just pick a handful, different ones, and let you guys in on a little bit of the process of what I've done. While Jaden is getting I collect them, especially the credits for each movie that I've worked on. I have the credit score for each one, at least for the percussion part. I think that's a really cool thing. Eventually, I'll put them on the wall. Wow, Tom, they let me keep the scores. I guess. I'm not gonna sell them. I'm not gonna reproduce them. I'm not gonna make copies or anything. I'm keeping them because this is a great memory for me, and it's my word. My word. I'm done. So hopefully, oh yeah. So I don't know. Pick one, Jaden. See, I have the last one I did without saying what it is for. Anyway, so cool. So I got some stuff here. Yeah. All right. So I don't know. I can't show this, but I'll show you. Okay. How about this? I'll show you. Well, first of all, let me just talk about this a little bit before I show you anything. If I'm going to show anything. Scoring movies, TV shows, commercials. The most recent one, which is the one I wanted to talk about, theme parks. Oh no, theme parks. What did they call it? Well, music for theme parks or music for the rides. For example, Disney. And again, I really can't say much, but Disney is, as you would know, they are, especially after all this is done, they are planning on opening a few new rides. So we were kind of working on the music for that. Let's see. Yeah, this is so cool, Kathy, that you guys get to know each other already because of Tom, and now you're meeting here. This is really cool. I love this. Thanks, Tom. Yes. Anyway, so we just did this. We took a day, and that was the music for this ride. Only took a day because it's really not much music. I mean, if you think about it, when it comes to the amount of time, for example, in a movie like Rogue One or any other any movie, the ones that I plan on, Spider-Man's, all the Spider-Mans on the Marvel universe, the actual music, the amount of minutes, the amount of music in minutes, it's literally between 25 and 30 minutes. That's a big movie. That's a project at that level. Something a little bit less than that, a theme park or a movie for a ride. And I'm sorry, guys, I don't know terms much. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do my best. Okay, I won't apologize anymore. Okay, maybe that's the game we should do. Every time I apologize, you guys take a sip. Here's my water. Anyway, so someone said, sip. What is it? That is funny. You guys are funny. You guys will have all this games with Tom. Hopefully, I'll develop some of that. But anyways, so the music for this ride, it was literally my guess. I can't remember exactly. Probably about 10 minutes. I mean, it was. I do remember the format of it is they record music for while you're, for example, you're online. Like, for example, if you go to I haven't done it. We haven't done the Disneyland in a couple of years now. So, but for the new Star Wars era, we did that. We did music for that, and or what was the one before Star Wars opened? This is called Star Wars. Is that what it's called? The one that's been there for at least Disneyland for many years. So when you're online and you hear R2D2 or 3CPO talking, and there's music underneath, and you hear kind of like the operator, or the flight attendant talking, and there's music underneath. So that's all. We play on all that. Then there's the music for the actual ride, and then there's music at the end of the ride. So there's like three main areas. Star Tours, yes. Thank you, Tom. See, I need. Oh, okay, Maria. Hi, Maria. Maria's talking about Tomorrowland. Yes, I thought you were talking about the movie, which it's So any Michael Giacchino, pretty much any Michael Giacchino project I've played on, and I'm gonna go on a side note here. So Michael Giacchino, the way he started, I don't know if you guys know who he is. Hopefully you do know who he is. He scored amazing movies. He's got tons of stuff on his resume, but he started in a nutshell. The way he started, he was working for Disney, writing or kind of like, what's the term? Writing under ghosting is the word for another composer, and I guess he heard there was a video game. Spielberg was gonna have a meeting. They were putting a video game together, and Steven Spielberg was gonna be, the word was out. Oh, Steven's gonna show up today. We're gonna be having a meeting about this game. Anyway, so Michael put a little package, or he had a package together, and back then, this is like, I think it's early 90s, video games were just starting, and all the music was being recorded literally on a keyboard. It was all samples. And so Michael put something together, and someone, I guess, made it or put it right in front of Steven Spielberg. He looked at the sample, happened to look at the sample, or listen to the sample somehow. I don't know the timing of all this, but that's the whole story. Then he liked what he heard. The thing that caught Steven Spielberg's attention was the fact that Michael was suggesting recording the music with live orchestras instead of keyboard and samples and all that. So excuse me. So Steven bought the idea. He liked it. The next thing that happened was, I believe he started the game with the Medal of Honor. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the name. Is all the Medal of Honors, everything that has to do with that game. That's all. At least Michael started that, and so that's how the connection started. And after that, his huge first hit was The Incredibles on, I believe it was 2001. Yeah, that's a good one too. I want to show that. And then after that, we did the Incredibles, the video game for that, and that was my first. That's how I came in and started working with Giacchino. Though we were recording. They were in the middle of recording Mission Impossible. I believe it was the second one, right? Or the third one. And yes, the third one. And man, I'm doing too much talking. I thought I was gonna play a little bit. I guess I can do that later. Anyway, so they had everyone in the percussion section. Someone could make a day, I believe it was, and Alex Acuna, he's my mentor, best friend. He's like my dad, my brother in Jesus. He's pretty much the reason I'm able to do here on earth, obviously. The reason I'm able to do, I have been able to do everything I've done, everything I've accomplished musically. So Alex brought me in. He recommended. He put my name in. One of the percussionists could not do a day. I came in and I subbed for him on that day, and that was the beginning of all that. After that, since then, I've been working with Michael. So yeah, Michael's done Tomorrowland. I think 2 Mission Impossibles, about 2 or 3 of the Star Treks, right? Jen, he's into obviously scoring and all that, so he knows this like the back of his hand. Thank you, Tom. Again, Emmy, Michael stuff. Oh, I did the TV series. I did some of that. Lost. I did some of that. We did Lost live at the Ford Theater. We've done it 2 years in a row. What else? Anyways, I guess I can do a thing of a live session of stuff that I've done later on. But all this to say, I want to go to the actual specific topic, which is recording when you're in the studio and you're recording. And the reason I was trying to get a title for this, and something came to mind, scoring with the big fish, but it's not exactly what I'm meaning by big fish, as in the big names as Michael Giacchino, though he is a big fish in my, I consider him. But I'm talking about the people I'm recording next to, because it's amazing. These guys are amazing. The stuff that happens behind the scenes and everything from stories. I mean, you have someone like Emil Richards, which he just passed away a couple months ago. Emil was another of my mentors. Emil had on his he has under his name, on his resume, a little over close to 3,000 movies. I believe his first movie was the Anne Frank Diary, or is that what's called? Anyways, back in the, I think it's 60s, 70s. Jojo Rabbit, yes. Tom, I just saw your there's so many movies that Michael has done. But anyways, what's that? Oh, Jurassic World, Janie says. Jurassic World. Rogue One, yeah. Christopher's yelling from the other room. Rogue One! The 2 Spider-Mans from Marvel. One more coming up next year, I believe. Anyways, going back to where I was saying. So Emil, I'm going to mention a few names. Emil Richards, Dan Greco, Alex Acuna, Bernie Dressel, Don Williams, John Williams' brother. Don Williams is a monster percussionist, drummer, and then even more than that, incredible timpanist. He's normally the timpani player in the orchestra, and I have footage of this guy. Just Coco. Thank you, Maria. Coco, definitely. We did the Coco thing at the Hollywood Bowl, and Maria went with her kids, her family. That was fun. So anyway, so yeah, Don is like, if you know a little bit about percussion, especially orchestral percussion, specifically when it comes to mallets, I'm nowhere able to sit down and score mallets. I'm more of a hand drumming and effects, and they call us specifically for different things. So Alex Acuna, Alex and I are mainly the hand drum guys. Dan and Emil, when Emil was around, they were the ones who took care of all the mallets and all the everything that has to do with mallets, basically. And then Don, Don is the timpani master. Man, this guy, I've seen him play 10 drums at the same time, tuning on the fly. That's really hard. So there's so many names, so many people, and that's why I call them the big fish. These guys, they've been around forever, and these guys are the ones who make it happen. And I learn every session I go, I learn so much. They have so many tricks because, again, they've done this for so long. And Emil, mainly those guys, Alex, Dan, Emil, and Don, they've been around and they've done so much that it's second nature for them. They show up and they know exactly what to do. At times they call the shots before. We have a game, it's kind of like a game on the percussion section. It's like, okay, and they're able to guess what's coming next. I say, what are they planning to do in the control room? And 9 out of 10 times they guess it because they've been around. This is what they do, right? And I guess I can consider myself in that place right now, but they've done it for many, many years. I mean, talking about 30, 40 years. So it is amazing. It's a really good, really fun experience to be next to these guys, play next to them, and learn. I mean, that's the other thing. They're so generous. Unfortunately, there are people, as there is everywhere you go, people who, because of their insecurities, sometimes they don't share. They don't like sharing their secrets, because they're afraid that you're gonna take their gigs and this and that. Whatever, you know what? Yes, Kathy, don't worry about it. Thank you so much for showing up. Kathy. This is awesome. I'll see you on Tom's. I guess I'll be chiming in on I'll be logging into Tom's lessons or live YouTube lessons. Anyways, it's 27 minutes. I wasn't really planning on being this long. I just wanted to show up and get this started. But this is great. Thank you guys for showing up. Anyway, so my thing with the one thing that I really appreciate about my mentors, and I consider them all my mentors, Dan and Emil and Alex and Don Williams, Bernie Dressel, amazing drummer. He's a great percussionist. He's one of the busiest drummer percussionists here in LA. And these guys are amazing. I mean, they show up and they just do what they have to do, and and there's a lot that it's done on the fly, like decisions we make on the fly, and you don't really notice, but it's a lot of it. It's I mean, there's stuff while we're recording, you have to move around, and you're playing 3 different parts, and that's what I wanted to show you. I'm gonna cover. Unfortunately I have to cover the titles. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I'll give you a quick glimpse of what a chart looks like. All right, so there you go. So in this one, for example, you can see. Let's see, there you go. So this on the top it says marimba, tiny shaker, springy, cowbell. There's a lot of weird names, especially with Michael. He likes calling his cues with weird names, and the instruments he put say there's a shaker with weird beats or whatever. He will come up and say, oh yeah, that's Jaden's weird springy shaker, that's the name of it, and that's what they call it, and then they put it on the score like that. And so you have to remember that is what he's talking about. So anyway, so I'm trying to read. I can't be like Tom. Tom reads and talk at the same time. I don't know. There's a lot happening here. Well, not a lot, but anyway. So instruments, specific instruments that either they've built for the session. That's another one. A lot of that. Loves a lot of that stuff. And I have. Oh, I was going to show you. I'm looking because I'm in the room that I'm setting up, in the process of setting up as a studio, and I brought a bunch of instruments. Let me see if I can go to the side. And you can see back there, I have a trash can full of stuff. That's literally a trash can. A lot of those ideas come from Stomp, doing Stomp. I did Stomp back in the early 2000s, like 2000, between 2000 and 2004. So I did the show Stomp, and so much to learn because it's playing music on non-instruments, if you want to call it, and things that are not instruments. So the trash can that you see right there in the back, I think you can see it. So trash cans, buckets, street signs. So I learned a lot of that and how to use it and how to get sounds out of that stuff. And I did that with the show with Stomp. So now I'm bringing some of that, and there's a lot of that being used already in movies. But it's really cool to get specific sounds and know that, okay, I know exactly how that sounds again, or how that trash can is going to sound, or if you want a deeper sound in the trash can, or a lighter sound, or so you change your sticks to brushes, and do you want plastic brushes, or do you want metal brushes, or do you want a shallow trash can or a deeper trash can, or do you want a ringy trash can, or do you want a tight trash can? I mean, this is it's just a trash can that you go to Home Depot and you buy, for whatever that costs. I don't know. I think they run for like $20. I don't know. But and again, it's very inexpensive, and you could get so much out of that. And I can guarantee you, any movie that you pick nowadays, it will have that character that at some point in the movie it has, because it's a sound that it's been kind of like brought back, if you want to say, or even rediscovered, and it works a lot with what's happening musically within the topics of the movie lately. Anyways, having said that, what else? Instruments used, how they record. They pretty much come up with a bunch of, literally a stack of scores, of a stack of charts. I don't get them beforehand. We just show up, and we don't know until literally 3 minutes before we start, and they call whatever 8M 7273. That's the name of the score. Let's see. Okay, I think I can show you this. All right, let's see. Let's see how I do this. I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't ready for this, but I'll show you a little bit. I think I can show you like this. And this one, yeah. And I can show you the title. And this is a Michael one. So this is, you can see. You can still see. Sorry. So there you go. That's that. So you see it says percussion. Sometimes it says percussion 1 or percussion 1 and 2 or percussion 3 and 4, depending on the different parts for that specific cue. Then here's the number, the cue number. But then Michael puts names. So this one's called Goodbye Girl. And so this one only needs vibes, light springs, brush and cymbal. Little effects. It sounds like a really, really light cue. Can't remember what was it. Oh, this was for I shouldn't say. Anyways. Anyway, so that's how it goes. So they call the cue, and you literally open the cue. Sorry, I'm hitting on my desk here. You open the cue, and the conductor counts it off, and the red light is on because they record everything. So most likely the first take is not a good one because even though they give us time to switch, we have to switch around, move. We're not violin players, cello players. They sit down and they play one instrument and they do great, but they're just playing that one instrument. We percussionists, we normally have about 5 to 6 different things that we're playing per cue. So we have to set up. So maybe on this cue, I'm playing a shaker, a soft, sandy shaker, but I'm also playing a cymbal or cymbal roll at some point in the cue. I'm also probably playing, like in that one, a wood surface. It could be a block, a wood block, smaller or big, whatever they're asking for. It could be a piece of wood, could be anything. So you have to set that up. And there's no time. I mean, when we're done with this cue, they call the next one 1M65B. You pull your cue and they're recording. So most likely in the first cue, we are still setting up, but you have to be quiet because if that's the cue, even though you don't have perk or most perks set up for that, I'm totally multitasking. Thank you, Tom. You have to be quiet because maybe the string section or the horn section they get a really good take, and they could use that and overdub on it or whatever. So it's always, the red light's always on, they're always recording, and you have to be as quiet as possible. Most likely the first take for percussion is not happening because unless they specifically want us ready, so they will give us a couple minutes. And man, it's a mess because we're running. Sometimes, we have all the cases behind us sometimes, and maybe that's something I could do. I could probably post some pictures of that. I think I have actually, but I'll put like a really short kind of trailer of how it looks, the visuals of how it looks in the studio. So we have all our cases behind us, but maybe the cases with shakers is all the way in the corner. So you have to go and run over there, pick up a few shakers, come over here, set it up in your corner. Now you need cymbals. You need a splash cymbal. So now you have to go to the cases with the cymbals, quietly pull cymbals out. Hopefully you don't drop one. It's crazy. It is pretty crazy. But so that's why our first take is normally not the take. Most likely the second one is it's the one. Have I ever dropped a cymbal? Yes. In the middle of a take? Yes. And it happens. And you just laugh. Everyone laughs, and then they stop and they start again. Just don't make it again. Don't make it happen again. Don't let it happen again. Because twice, now it's getting, you're wasting their money, and there's a lot of money involved, and so you have to be really careful. Yes. The fun one is the pencil. So you have to carry a pencil. You have your it's like, it could be a regular AM, FM radio, so you can hear the click through one of the bands, and so you're carrying that on you. And there's a lot, sometimes because of there's so much metal stands and a lot, so there's a lot of interference. So you hear, if your headphones are too loud, you hear the interference like going, at some point it's clear, and then all of a sudden it goes shh, and it's really loud. So even stuff like that, it's been caught up, and you have to stop. They'll probably catch it in the control room in the booth, and they'll stop and say, "Oh, you know what? You guys need to." As in the percussion section, you have to turn down your earphones a little bit because it's been recorded. That or the pencil. That's what I was going to go with. So you have your music in front of you, right? And you're reading and you're playing, but you have to make you have to follow. It's moving. You have to make a note. So you have a pencil. You never put the pencil on the stand. Why? Because without thinking, you're moving so fast. Your pencil always should go in your pocket. You pull it out, you make the note, and you pull it back in your pocket for two main reasons. Number one, you put it on the stand, it will make a noise, and they'll catch it. Number two, if you're here and you have to move to a different station, now you have a pencil with you. So a lot of tricks. I mean, and they seem really that that those are small details, but they are. But when you don't have a pencil and you're in the middle of a take, it's brutal because now you have to remember what the change was. And anyway, so this is stuff. Crash, Bruce. Exactly, a really loud crash. What was? Oh, an anvil. Probably the loudest instrument in the whole stage. Literally, it's a hammer, like a regular hammer hitting an anvil. Either it could be a piece of a railroad track, it could be anything. Super heavy, super loud. That thing you don't even have to put any strength. You just literally drop it, and that thing rings. And so if you're playing anvil on any track, you gotta make sure you're playing right where it needs to be. Otherwise, everyone will know because it's so loud. I don't like playing anvils. Those aren't loud. Anyway, so what else did I want to talk to before? It's 1:41. I should go, but I wanted to just let you guys in, and maybe I'll do something where I can post a video or something. I have tons of stuff that I can show, stuff like pictures with great friends and mentors and instruments that we use and all that. That's fine. We can show all that for specific movies. So I probably will put something together so you guys can see that. I think I have a little bit of that. I haven't done much specifically about that because, again, they're really tight. They're really specific about having phones and obviously because we're recording the music for a movie that is about to come out. So, after it comes out, then it's the little, still a little tight, but not as tight. You could do a whole series on using items that aren't actually percussion too. Yes, that is true. There's I have a picture of I don't even know what to call it. There's so many things, man, that you would say, that is that sound? Wow, man, that's awesome. Michael called it Griffith. Oh, I forgot. I'll look into it. But Griffith is his younger kid's name. And he just wanted to call it that, I guess. I'm assuming it's Griff's idea. I don't know. But it's a really common piece of literally you can go to Home Depot and buy this. It's like a big screw with a loop and you put stuff in it, and it's just, sorry, I'm really bad at describing stuff like this, but anyways, that's that. So no playing for me today except that. This is a djembe, and maybe in the next one I'll play exactly a la stomp, Tom. And there's a lot of the stomp sounds that we use for movies. My favorite, the trash can back there. To create great groups. You know what? Let me see. Let's finish. Oh, okay. Here's another one. I'll close with this. I was gonna show you the trash can, but I think this is even better. So this is your common water jug, right? I don't know what brand this is, but this is You can any arrowhead, whatever. And I threw in there the rocks. There's some marbles. There's some toy coins. What else? Mainly rocks, different sizes. But this is a great shaker. And this is a really loud shaker, actually, I should say. But before I actually shake it, not that you guys will notice, but it's a drum. And I use this a lot on sessions. Water bottles are really, oh yeah, like in your awesome video. Sam watches it all the time. Which one is that one, Maria? Oh, the ones that I've been creating lately. Yeah, well, that's what I've been doing. I've been posting videos. I've done 2 so far. I'm in the middle. Well, I gotta get my taxes done. Once I'm done with my taxes, I am full on creating videos like that. Because what I want to do, I want to incorporate three main things. I want to incorporate my kids. Number one, so that I want them to be part of the performance in the video. Number 2, I want to use instruments that are not instruments, like Tom said, and I want it to be short, about 30 seconds. 30, and there could be grooves. There could be it could be anything, but they're going to be short videos. But anyway, so this one, I used this one on that video. Thanks, Maria, for reminding me that. So this one, it's a water jug, which you can actually play. But this one I put the rocks in there. So I don't know how that translates to you guys. Here is really loud. Try using empty 2-liter water bottles as drums. We've done that. Man. There's a whole mallet, kind of like a mallet, like a call it whatever, but it's all tuned. They're all tuned. I mean, there's so much, and this is all because Emil Richards. He's the one who. There's so many instruments that you can't even imagine, and he, because of the many years that he put into scoring music, anything. I mean, we'll do that another day. I'll come up with at least 20, 25 different instruments, and I'll show you pictures of it that you would say, man, that's amazing that would make that sound, or you would recognize that sound in a movie. And but anyways, yeah. So here's the water bottle, and with the rocks in it, shaker. I like this one because I have a handle, so I can. And then Tom says that's loud. It is loud, but that's the whole idea: creating instruments that will carry and that will perform, and you'll get a specific sound. So, having said that, I think that's it. Oh, I'll show you another one, and this one, I'm still here, and I have pants on, like Tom. I'm not on my jammies. All right, so here's an instrument that Gombos, one of the companies that I'm with, they just came out with. We actually used this. I'll just wear pants. Funny. This Gombos just came out with. See it right there. I've been with Gombos for about 15 years now, and they just came out with this, which is actually an instrument. Yeah, I'm almost done. I used this with Stomp. They had a number with Stomp, and we did the original version of this, which is actually a Brazilian instrument. It's an instrument from Brazil. But if you go to YouTube, well, you're on YouTube. Duh. If you search and you go any of the stomp videos, look, you will find there's a number in the show. There's a number in the show that it's a really cool number with buckets and rivets and funny stuff hanging from it. But this one it's a cool one. It has a nice tone to it. And again, depending on what you want to play, you can hit it. Have pretty sharp sound. You can shake it a little bit. You can actually tap it, play it. Really loud. You can put water in it. Seriously, put water in it and it'll make different sounds. But we'll get that to another time. Anyways, I am going to stop because I have students coming, or I have a Zoom lesson right now at 2:00. But I really thank you. Appreciate you guys. Wow, I've been on this thing for 51 minutes. That's crazy. Like a cowbell and a shaker. Yeah, exactly. Or a cowbell shaker. That is the name of a band. No, just kidding. Tom. Tom has this joke that everything that sounds kind of weird, he says that's the name of what is the name of a band I used to play when I was in high school, or a band that I had in high school. I don't know. So everything is the name of a band that he had in high school. I forgot how does it go? Tom, go ahead and type it so we know what it is. Anyway, so when Walter learns guitar, he will be an awesome percussive guitarist. Exactly. That's my goal. And Tom he's an amazing instructor. He's a great teacher. So anyways, so that's that. I'm waiting for Tom to post that thing about the high school band. Okay, I had a band in high school called, that's what it is. I had a band in high school called the Shaker, what is it? The Cowbell Shaker. The Cowbell Shakers. There you go. Anyways. Yeah, Diane, I'm not, what is the sip? I need to get into that. I need to watch the other videos, the Tom other videos to learn the whole game about sipping and all that. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna sign out, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Spread the word. I want to share all this with people. I need to get my channel promoted and all that. So if there's anything I can ask you, just share with people. And hopefully this was fun. Like I said, there's a lot more for me to share. A lot more. And I'll try to mix it up with other things. All right. So having said that, yeah, the drinking game. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, I'll have a sip before I go. There you go. Thanks a lot, guys. I love you. God bless you. Stay safe. Stay inside. Don't go anywhere if you don't have to, please. Let's get done with this. Let's move forward. And thank AJ. Thank you. Thanks for signing in, everyone. Kathy, I know Kathy's gone. Maria, thank you. Thank you. Tom, thank you so much, dude. Diane. What else? Who else? Bruce, thanks. I'm sure there's a few more people. But anyways, I will talk to you soon. And let's see, how am I going to turn this off? See, I'm learning. But that's great. Oh, end of stream. End stream. Not end of stream. End stream. All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.